As mentioned before, we see some qualification around the book of Judith in letter 54, but one can't help wonder if Augustine and the councils of Hippo and Carthage played any role in Jerome backtracking on his rejection of the Deuteros, and in Jerome returning to his former acceptance of the Deuteros. Starting around 395 AD, we see a return to the familiar former pattern. Jerome quotes Sirach 25:9 alongside Acts without qualification, and Wisdom 4:9 without qualification. In letter 66, we even see Jerome introducing Sirach 3:30 with the scriptural formula, "It is written." Jerome says that other husbands spread flowers on the graves of their deceased wives, but Pamachius honors his wife by giving alms. Jerome then mentions Cyprian of Carthage, and how Cyprian writes extensively about the spiritual power and rewards of almsgiving. Lastly, Jerome quotes Sirach 3:30 alongside Daniel 4:27, which communicates a very similar idea of freeing oneself from sin and iniquity through righteousness and mercy toward the poor. It's worth pointing out again that the Council of Carthage occurred around this time in 397 AD, again reaffirming the Catholic Old Testament canon list, not the Protestant canon list. And so, in addition to Jerome praising Judith and quoting wisdom alongside Acts, Genesis, and 1 Thessalonians without qualification, we also see Jerome defending himself against critics like Rufinus and Augustine, distancing himself from the Jews who helped him translate, saying things like he was only repeating what the Jews said about Deutero-Daniel, and not saying what he himself thought, and that he made translations from the Hebrew not to replace or supersede the long-esteemed Septuagint in Old Latin, but in order to better oppose the Jews with their own writings, which Jerome says they tampered and omitted things from. In letter 108, we have another example of Jerome referring to a citation from Sirach as the scripture, and he quotes Sirach 13:2 alongside Psalm 63, verse 1, without any qualification.